Good evening. It is late for some of you. I have sweet Biddy McGee here with me. I first saw sweet Biddy on the Bitcoin Army feed with her prolific music video, the video shorts, great music creations of all kinds, artwork, merchandise. She's variously inspired by Bitcoin, and her X feed is very creative, lively, fun, artistic. And what I like about Biddy is that she's positive and supportive and just all over the place. Very active on X Spaces, and apparently everywhere else. I see there's YouTube, Rumble, TikTok, Instagram, merchandise up on Sticker Mule. I can hardly keep up with it all. It's like a butterfly in a Bitcoin garden just flitting around. So I am excited this evening to learn more about the life and interests of sweet Biddy McGee. So welcome, Biddy, to the podcast.
Thank you. I love that analogy, a butterfly in a bitty garden. I might have to make a music about
I
that.
came up with that all by myself. I was sort of trying to encapsulate the energy and the vibe you have, and it was just like all these different creations and all these different things. I was like, this is like a Bitcoin garden of flowers and things, all kinds of, thorny roses and pretty delicate tulips. And you're just kind of here and there and everywhere.
I know, I do love to pop in. Spaces on X has been wildly entertaining and also meaningful just from all the connections I made. It's crazy. I never thought joining a space would be something that was so useful in my life, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get on them as much as I'd like to. And it's hard, like the nature of my job, I can't always just kind of listen in the background. I have to be kind of engaged and I'm talking and I'm doing stuff and I can't think and listen and talk at the same time. And so I do like one thing at a time. But when I join a space, when I can do that, like just minutes ago, we were on Mexi Magic's Bitcoin music space. And
Yep, Maxi's X space on the Bitcoin Army. It's every Friday night at
yeah.
9:15. We do an open mic jam sesh, and it's just a free for all where we don't have to be like super smart. We can just hang out. It's kind of like we like to call it our digital campfire.
Yeah, it was fun. People are just jamming, and there's some good musicians on there
Oh yeah.
too. I might say you're not a bad singer. Do you
Oh,
sing?
thanks. So that's really funny because I will never sing in front of people like in real life. But on
Hmm.
the phone it's just so easy because I'm like, ah, you can't see me. So this kind of, I guess that's the armor, right?
Yeah, I know. I mean, a lot of people, you have your pseudonym up or your avatar and your personality there, and people get to know you in one form. And is this your debut on camera? Have you been on
Yes,
camera?
no,
Oh,
I haven't. You're
okay.
you're popping the cherry here, so
That's awesome.
kudos.
It can take a little courage. I mean, I felt that when I first clicked record on my first one. See,
Yeah.
I was under the impression that I might kind of stay all anonymous and not doxxed. And after a while, I'm like, how do I maintain that? I mean, really? And I just at some point, someone knew my name or someone knew I lived in a state and someone yada yada. And then it's like, you know what? They're gonna know what I look like. I'm
At
just
some
gonna come
point.
out. So
Yep, right.
anyway, here you are.
Here I am, world.
Well, thanks
Hey.
for doing that. I know it can be kind of daunting maybe, but you
Well,
look great. I'm glad to have you
that's how we
here.
conquer the fears, right? You just gotta walk through it.
Yep. First time for everything. And yeah, it just gets easier. Um,
Exactly.
uh, OG Bring Facts was in,
My homie.
yeah, I had followed him as well for a little while. And I just met him in person last week when we were
Oh,
all
that's
having
right.
fun.
You guys were in El Salvador together.
Yeah, he stands out. He's got his garb. He's totally got the a down
Country.
home American vibe going on.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
so we were talking and chatting, and I saw his handle. He had his handle on his shirt, and I didn't quite put two and two together at first. And then we got to talking. I'm like, oh, suddenly the world seemed very small. Like we're both in El Salvador. There's Max Kaiser. There's Stacy. There's Jimmy Song. And here we are, like hanging out just like American homeboys. It was
E-
awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to make it out there next year.
Hmm.
Really hate flying at the moment just from everything that's going on. Um,
Mm.
so I have a year to muster up the courage to get on a 3-hour flight twice and make it out there because I really want to go. I have the FOMO like a mofo.
Yeah. It it's a transition. Like, well, have you traveled outside the country much before?
I've been to the Bahamas, if that counts.
I don't know. Maybe parts of that. So oh, I've been to Mexico, but like at a resort.
Nope.
You
That's the extent, is the Bahamas via cruise, and we went to the place. I think it was Freeport. Yeah, we went to Freeport, and that was, I think it was after a hurricane, to be honest, and
uh-huh.
it was not impressive. Like, we went
Okay.
to Senior Frogs and we went to the casino. But I will tell you, the one thing that I do remember about the Bahamas, they had the best food.
I can
And
imagine.
yeah, and I don't know if that's because, like, they didn't get their food sprayed on by anybody in
Yeah, they didn't
particular.
have to ship it and freeze it or
Yeah,
keep
but
it fresh on a boat.
I had a salad, it was, like, lettuce and barely anything, no dressing. The most delicious thing I've ever tasted, and I really wonder what real food tastes like.
Yeah, when it's fresh or when they fished it like that day from the ocean or whatever.
That's the other thing, I tried tuna once, but
Hmm.
I'm so spoiled because the tuna that I tried was literally fresh caught from the ocean that day within the
Hmm.
last hour. And I was like, "Oh, this is delicious," but I won't eat it anywhere else.
Yeah, so as an American and when you travel abroad, it's common anywhere, south of the border, I suppose, but like you want to be careful drinking what random water. I mean, like Americans have a special stomach
We
for
have
water.
a special ingredient list. I'll tell you, I had drank tap water since I can remember.
Hmm.
And I don't know when it changed, but it was sometime in the last 3 years, and I switched to distilled,
Mm.
and when I tried to drink tap water again,
You
it
noticed.
whoa, because my mom would be like, "How can you drink that? That's disgusting." I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
Uh, you
That
know,
just blows my mind.
I mean, it reminds me like when I was a kid and I'd be playing in the backyard and it's summertime, you're sweating, you're so thirsty, and you turn on the hose water outside and you just start drinking out of the hose and it tastes like rubber for a while and it's warm and you're like, wait a second, what's been sitting in this hose for a month?
Yeah,
But it
yeah.
didn't kill me. So, um,
Well, I'm a big fan of the 5-second rule. I do eat a lot of things off the ground, and that's only because I strongly believe the more bacteria I ingest, the stronger my immunity system gets. But
I think it's true. There's evidence there that, kids got to eat some dirt. I've
that's what
got
I'm
a
saying.
4-year-old and my 4-year-old will, she might drop something and she's kind of, kids look for social cues. And my wife is like, don't eat that like it's garbage. And I'll walk over and be like, I'll eat it. And so she's like, well, daddy eats garbage. So
I know that feeling.
anyway,
Because my kid will look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, listen, I promise there's a 5-second rule. As long as you pick it up within 5 seconds, you can eat it. Just make
yeah,
sure you blow it off first. There's no like dog or cat hair on it because that's kind of gross. But at the
yeah,
same
right.
time, the dog or cat hair, it does have protein. So who
It's
really
fiber.
knows?
Yeah. You can shake it off, blow on
Yeah,
your Twinkie and then, it it tastes all right.
you never know.
Um, when you go to if and when you go to say El Salvador, it's a nation in change. There's a lot being
Yeah.
developed and still growing. So, like OG bring facts, Ahmed, he wants to. He's hell bent on moving there now. I saw him that day when it clicked for him, and he was damn near in tears
Aw,
about the
I
big
heard about
change and decision he was making. He wants to move there.
because
I
he knows.
also,
I feel that. I feel
yeah,
his feels.
yeah. No,
Because you can just see it. You could see it through all the videos that everybody has posted about El Salvador. Like,
mhm.
and people look at me like I'm the crazy one. I'm like, listen, I'll be honest, I'm not 100%, 1,000,000,000% Bitcoin maxi just because I don't know what I don't know.
Mm.
And I love Bitcoin because of the people that I met, because
Ah,
we're all the same mindset as far as we need real food, we need not to be lied to, we need to have community, that type of thing.
right.
So when you guys are in El Salvador, I'm like, this is where I want to be. Like that is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody was like that, just sort of like, OG will talk about, the show me state, Missouri, you got to show me. I got to see
Yeah.
it. I got to know. And just experiencing it first principles, you know, seeing with clear eyes, what is
Mhm.
true, what is real. When you have the Bitcoin orange goggles on and you start seeing a lot in the world that you're like, bullshit, like from
It's
the
1984 in real life.
right. Yeah. And you
Yeah.
start seeing it, and you can go down a dark trail with that. But what you present to the world is what I see is, yes, there's all this kind of scary stuff going on. I'm not going to say, oh, just ignore it. It is
Definitely
there.
don't
And
ignore it. Just
yeah,
know it.
it's it's tragedy, and yet Bitcoin is hope, and
Right.
Bitcoin and the Bitcoin community provides a lot of like escape hatch for people to think about
Yeah.
something better, something different. So,
Something that you've longed for in the depths of your soul, because if you do believe in energy, which I assume is what the Bitcoin mindset is, it's all energy, right?
mhm,
So what I've come to realize is like not necessarily reincarnation, right? But
mhm,
I do feel that perhaps we have had past lives. Perhaps, this Saturnalia and this black cube and all these rabbit holes we could go down if you really want to. But perhaps we are reliving our lives over and over and over again. And I feel like that's where the ancestral instinct of your gut comes from.
I'm
Like,
good for I'm good for talking about any of that, and I'm very curious.
yeah,
Have you ever personally felt aspects of that
yeah.
feeling in your life?
So, the one thing that I have recently gotten in touch with is nature. Okay.
Hmm.
About 4 years ago, I got my first house in Port St. Lucie, which was kind of like the country, well, compared to like West Palm Beach, Florida, let's say. That's
Okay, in
my
Florida.
my
Hmm.
niche as a city girl.
Hmm.
So Port St. Lucie, there is like a lot of forest, and I don't really know if they're forests, just a lot of trees and brush, lots
Uh-huh.
of animals that I don't normally see, cows, squirrels, bunnies, lots of moles. I did have those.
They're cute too.
They are cute. My cat brought them to me a couple times, like, "Good girl,
Aw.
thanks." But, circle of life, so I would bury the things back in my little raised garden, but I would eat the food. So,
Mhm,
for me, it's like a whole circle of life, right? Um, but I recently, experimented with, magic mushrooms, let's
mhm,
say, but that really opens your mind to actually, for me anyway, the frequency and just the sound waves and how particles and atoms, like, for me, I could see, like, I feel like I could see H2O, all right? It's
I
weird
hear
to,
you. I hear you.
yeah, so I can see that stuff when I'm under that stuff, but it also makes me very connected to the earth. And having my own house, and my husband built me the gardens, and then I was able to finally grow food and eat the food that I grew. Wow, it was just so magical. It took a dox it. It took 36 years to figure out that I like nature, because my mom used to be like, "Hey, come help me in the garden or come help me with the flowers." No, I'm not getting dirty. And I feel like that's kind of where our kids are at this point.
Oh, nice.
Back when Wall-E came out, the movie, the cartoon
Uh-huh.
Disney movie, I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, we're fucked." That's
You
literally,
can
I'm
see
like,
it. I know. You
I
can
was
see
like,
it.
wow, if this is not predictive programming 101, like I really don't know what is, but you already see it in real time. Every
Mhm.
single person is literally on their phone, walking, driving, talking, hanging out. I'm like, do you look up? Like
Yeah,
I
right.
don't know. I grew up in the 80s. Well, I was born in the 80s, so I grew up in that era. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think I'm a millennial. I don't really know. I get confused with all that, but
Um,
I'm an 86er.
millennial. I'd say millennial, probably.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Mhm.
So I'm like in between Gen X and Gen Z, I think. And I don't know why
Yeah.
we skipped Y and Z like that. Okay, so that just baffles
Yeah.
me in itself.
Yeah. We just skipped the Gen Alpha, and then we're going back down the alphabet. So whatever.
So I'm like, okay, so I grew up without a cell phone until I think like eighth grade. And then eighth grade, I had the Nokia, and you could change the antenna to light up, and you had the snake game, and you could text by clicking your thumb three
Right.
times if you wanted to see on the number two.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
like we
Yeah.
all knew that stuff. We didn't even have to not look while we're driving.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah.
just feel like technology's cool, but I really hate it at the same time because it takes
Yeah.
away the human aspect so bad.
Yeah, I mean, like all technology, all change is like that, where it's both a tool, but very happily wants to be a crutch. And
Yeah.
I grew up in a time long before what we'd call modern technology. I had to, phones were a
The
rotating
rotary.
dial, and then you had to stretch the cord around the corner and hide in the closet if you wanted any like privacy. And then if you
Yep.
were on there for a few minutes, mom's like, "You're tying
Get
up the
off the
phone line,
phone.
it's a busy signal. Grandma's trying to call or something." And it was just like whatever.
Yep.
Anyway, now my kids have their little devices and you have to like manage that. But we are
Mhm.
creatures of this earth. We came from this earth. Gardening connects you to the earth. Eating the food you grew creates
Yep.
that cyclical connection.
Yeah.
And so we need that human connection, that human spirit. So a couple of days ago, I was interviewing Fractal Encrypt, who does a lot of well-known Bitcoin
That
art.
sounds interesting already.
So great guy. He does find, and other many artists do find inspiration with the assistance or occasional guidance of like psilocybins or what
Mhm.
have you.
Mhm.
And it's kind of like dipping in, dipping out, keeping the perspective, but it can. I won't speak to any experience that I've ever had, but uh, pushing the edge of sort of like what is consciousness,
Right.
what are we capable of experiencing and thinking. So some of that has inspired you with your creativity, I presume.
Oh yeah. So it's really funny as far as like what I create. I'll go through a period of a certain type. Wally is awesome. Thanks, Nico.
I'll
I
try
love
not to be distracting, but I'm going to throw comments
ah,
on. I might put
you're
comment
good.
streaming on there.
Yeah. Um,
Thanks, Nico.
so basically, I did a hero dose once for the mushies, right?
Oh
And
boy.
and that's when I figured out what the rabbit hole is, right? And I was like, so I was sitting on the couch and I was just in this endless loop of wow, and I was like, when is this gonna end? Like it's so cool, but like and it was like 2 minutes. So that was a day. But I feel like everyone should do it at least once so that you know it's literally possible because I have just so many thoughts on this particular subject alone. But one point would be we don't talk about death in America, right?
Hmm.
And like I listen to a lot of Alan Watts, Carl Jung, Jordan Peterson, Andrew Huberman. Like those are my top faves.
Terrence McKenna. Have you heard of
Yep,
Terrence?
him too. He's the
Yeah.
mushy guy.
Yep.
And I love the fungal network, let me tell you. Ever since I was a kid, though, I haven't eaten mushrooms, but the ones that came in a can, but still, I eat mushrooms. So I've always had a connection to them, but now I'm just like, oh my God, I love mushrooms.
Mhm.
I really feel like if everyone tried it before they ever tried alcohol, I don't think anyone would ever ingest alcohol. That's just a personal opinion I have. Um,
Right.
and
Um,
that there's that book, The Sacred Mushroom. I haven't read it, but I've seen the
I've
cover.
heard of
And
that.
since I'm like a art person, I like to look at pictures and not read, which Michael Sullivan will know, because The Blood of the Bourgeoisie I've been trying to read, but I cannot get through it because I hate reading. I don't hate reading. It's just hard to read for me.
It's good for you. Just don't feel, page by page. And if you start, take it in breaks.
So he did. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not. Sorry, Sully, if I'm blowing the lid here, but I heard he's getting an audiobook made of it. So I'm super
Cool.
excited for that. And then I'll be in the club of I read the blood of
I
the
read the book.
bourgeoisie.
Well, I listened to the
I
book,
heard
but
it.
it is hard. So I don't know, when you're a parent or you got a busy life, you got a fiat job during the day. And I love reading, but I'll sit down and I'm just perpetually tired. But I'll start to read and I just know I'm tired when I can't.
I fall asleep in like
I
2
get tired,
minutes.
but
It's
it's
the
not that I
best
don't love
sleep
reading,
medicine.
but I can listen to an audiobook
Same.
and then you can pause it or I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'll catch myself having to re-listen to parts because I start thinking
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah.
But
Yep.
it makes sense to get an audiobook of. I've heard it's a great book. I have yet to read it. But,
I know I bought 2. I got one for me and one for my grandma, and she said she's halfway through.
oh, cool.
And she was like, "So I guess it's about Bitcoin." And I've been trying to tell her about Bitcoin since sub 100, and then when it hit 100, she was like, "Oh, I guess I should buy some, huh?" I'm like, "No, not right now. Like, just wait a minute." But she still hasn't let me buy her any, so
She can
one
just get
day.
off zero and just, that
One day.
feeling that like, okay, you bought $10 of it.
Yep.
But in your mind, you flip that switch and you're off zero and you just kind of plants a seed. So
Yep. And like they keep saying all you need is 0.01. Well, here I am, 0.01.
nice.
That's all I have right now because I'll trade the rest while they're doing malarkey in the market because that's what they do. But,
Games.
yeah.
Lots of games, big funded games. It's
Super
games all the way
funded.
down.
Yep. Game theory intact.
And then as you go on this and you're feeling proud, even as we're humble plebs, staying humble, stacking sats, you'll get to a point, and even like right now, where it's the ridiculous question to say, someone who doesn't understand Bitcoin and like, oh, you're into Bitcoin? How much Bitcoin do you have? And it's like, what are you talking about? Like,
I have so much.
yeah. Oh, I got so much Bitcoin. Yeah.
I have so much, but I lost it all on the boat, right?
Oh, I had a lot. Yeah, I did. I had a lot. And then what did OG say that, aliens abducted him and they probed his hardware and extracted it from his cortex.
Anal cavities.
His anal cortex, yeah. Deep in the cockles of his heart. So, yeah, it's sort of like, it's like, I don't have any Bitcoin as well, you'll see people that'll post like, I finally got a Bitcoin. And it's like, okay, in 10 years, people are going to hunt you down because
like
you said
that's
that
a
one.
private message to your bestie. That's not a public service announcement. And that's funny because it leads into the other thing that I think you and Stacy were talking about at some point was, do we want to rock the Bitcoin gear? Because I really do, but I really don't because I'm a little nervous of people that are like, oh, you wear the B? Well, I'm going to be shooting you soon and taking that B,
I know. It's one of those things. So Stacy and I pretty well agree. It's kind of like, I mean, who wouldn't know if they know you at all? Or, I mean, it's sort of like trying to be pseudonymous your whole life. You can get away with it for a while, but at some point, enough people know, like, she was into Bitcoin. And I'm just like, I can talk about what that means to people. And I can defend myself or protect myself and keep it secure and keep myself secure and all the things.
Right.
But I'm just like, rock it. Wear the style, wear the brand, wear the logo. There's nothing to be afraid of or shy from. Just be
especially
proud.
In El Salvador.
In El Salvador, it was the people there. So, getting back to El Salvador, I was on a thought there like 20 minutes ago where we started talking about that.
Sorry, that's what happens with my brain.
So El Salvador has its version. They're not really resorts, but there are nice beach hotel or like the golf course. There are areas where it's for an American on vacation. I'd say it's like a resort where you would enjoy it and relax and not worry about a lot
Yeah.
of things. That said, the only real thing about El Salvador that's a kind of a transition for like and your average American would be like probably areas of random Mexico, like the driving is
Weird.
random driving. It's kind of like, I mean, I could drive it, but I think my wife would be like, "What in the hell is going on?" Because people just do whatever. Not that it's bad, but
That sounds
it's
like fun though. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. You see a pickup truck just full of kids or a family sitting on the gunnels and just bouncing along. You know,
And they're like, "Hello."
yeah. And then other random things about it. It's like okay, it's I don't want to say impoverished, but the fact is they're recovering from like a half decade ago. They were like in civil war or surviving gangs. So
Yeah.
they're building it back. So you got the
And they're
roadside.
building back better.
They're building back better. And so even as they do that, it's street level, market level, like you're working. People are working and hustling and it's all the things. The people themselves, compared to like when I've been to Mexico or a resort or outside the resort area, in Mexico, there'd be kind of that harassing, like kind of a hustle. Like there's a gringo. Hey, you want some drugs? You want some stuff? Hey, I got this. Hey, will you buy my jewelry and necklace and all that stuff? You know, respect to the market and the need. But in El Salvador, the people were really very low key, relaxed,
right?
cool, humble, a lot of respect.
Yeah.
Just kind of like casual about stuff, working hard, but it wasn't a hustle game. It just felt like people are just living.
Right.
So now the little details about like going to use the bathroom or going to wash your hands or like, whatever, little things to an American might feel janky, but it's just because you're south of the American border and a lot of the world is like that. It just is.
Yeah.
So I don't judge it.
There was a TV show, I forget what it's called, but it was like about how America was the experiment country. I so believe that, dude. Like I really do. I feel like we are the guinea pigs for everything. Then that's why they let us have so much freedom.
Let's just see how this plays out.
Right? And because there's a reason other people don't like Americans, and I think it has to do with the fact that we are just ignorant to the real facts, and not because we want to be, just because we've been brainwashed since birth, since before birth, in my mind. B, you want to talk about attention span? Oh, holy cow! Until I started creating stuff and looking at stats. Nobody has an attention span over 1 second.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Well, and now that, when you have a device in your hand all the time, you don't have to remember stuff. Like I still have my old childhood phone number and my grandma's number memorized.
Phone numbers.
I can remember where I put my fingers quickly in the rotation dial.
Yeah.
I would memorize shit as a kid. And now I don't have to remember anything. So my brain is just like, don't remember anything. You don't have to. So.
Oh my God, that's probably why I can't remember anything. Yo, I have the worst memory issues right now. Like in the last 5 years, it's been really bad. That's probably why.
You're getting old.
No, sir. I don't believe in ages. Okay.
I'm kidding.
Of all, no, I know you're kidding. But first of all, I don't believe that there's only 12 months. I really do think there's 13. I'm pretty sure each month is only 28 days with a 4-week cycle, and that's why
the lunar cycle?
Yeah. Now, I don't know if the moon is real or not, but I do believe in the lunar cycle. So this is where I get caught up.
So you're going down rabbit holes where the whole, like whatever Gregorian calendar we have, we just take it for granted. It's like fiat. It's the air we breathe. We don't know, like money is just printed. That's why we have all this stuff. It's just money. It's just the dollar is backed by
Nothing. Let's be real. Who
What?
knows what it's backed by?
What?
Because when was the last gold audit? Over 50 years, Elon? Hello?
We were
Oh,
going to get into Fort Knox and take a look at that, right? And then
we
it just
were,
kind of like,
right? And
it
then
just went
all of a
away.
sudden, aliens.
Yeah. Wait, there's drones over New Jersey. Wait, Epstein who? Oh, here, hey, Venezuela. It's like,
I have to ask, do you know the YouTube channel guy Donut?
donut?
His just Donut.
Donut. I don't know that one.
Okay, you definitely want to check him out. He literally is a cryptographer, like a Jordan Maxwell type, as far as what he knows. And he's amazing. He has literally called everything prior to all of this simply based off numbers and is what I get and symbols. And wow, if you just knew the history of the history that we don't know, like when I found out everything I was ever told was a lie, like when I really found out, because it is, wow, I was just like, what do I do now? I don't know. It's crazy.
Does that number mean anything to you? I don't know what that is.
So the only reason it means something to me personally is because I have a friend who was like a rehab bud, let's call him. But I was working at Drive Shack, a golf place, like getting tips, whatnot. But his favorite number was 42069, even though that's a little different, same numbers. Some people just really
Priorities.
love the numbers 69 and 420 and they put them together and they just think it's hilarious. Like it's just a thing. I think it's a stoner thing. I'll be honest.
Oh,
I
okay.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Blood
that's
sugar
what I
sex
think it
magic.
is. That's all it is.
Well, so it's, let's see. You grew up in the '80s, so and I don't know if you remember a movie, kind of funny now,
Goonies?
but it was kind of like scary. So there was a movie called They Live, and
Okay, so I never watched the movie, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, it had the glasses. Oh,
Yup.
I've got OG's glasses here. This
Oh, nice. I need
bring
a
facts.
pair.
Ahmed gave these to me in El Salvador. Oh,
I
you can
need a
see your
pair
own
next
reflection in
year.
there.
Yeah, I can see myself in your eyes.
So anyway, the special glasses, you put them on, like these are the Bitcoin glasses, and all of a sudden you see the subliminal
Clearly.
messages and
Yeah.
all the things, and you see
The
people that actually are
propaganda.
not people.
They're robots and NPCs, and it literally, The Matrix was a documentary.
Yeah,
Just get on board. The
right.
fucking Minority Report is what's coming. Okay?
Ooh, thought crime. Yeah,
Oops.
they're going to do heuristics on your social credit score, and we know you're going down this path. We're just going to prune you now.
We know you want to kill your mom, so bye. You're going to jail.
Oh boy.
I was like, no, that was just in a split second because I was so mad. But I love
Yeah.
my mommy. I would never kill her. So you're wrong, AI. This is where we're headed. I'm sorry. Wake up, people.
Well, and you think about big data and the devices, whether they're listening or they just track all the things, and they know more about you than maybe you're fully conscious of, and that data is worth more. The value of the economy for data is larger than petroleum.
Now imagine what that means. I don't think the normal person has any idea what you mean. So if you were to tell your 5-year-old what that equates to, how would you tell them?
I don't even know where to start, and that's the thing. So raising,
Yeah.
raising kids, for example. Imagine on the flip side where you had, I might describe my family growing up. There were a lot of, now they were survivors of like Vietnam War type stuff,
Yeah.
when the CIA was just out there killing Kennedy, killing Martin Luther King,
Yep.
killing RFK, whoever, and then all the wars in
Everybody,
Central and
yeah.
South America that weren't wars, and then just all the wars everywhere, and then just all the
weather modifications that actually took over during Vietnam that killed a lot of people, and then they all came home addicted to opium, and then they had PTSD, and then we did some CIA experiments on them. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, MK Ultra and like
Mhm.
project this and project that. It's just it's like what isn't a project? It's so crazy that you could be in a group of Bitcoiners and you want to try to spot the Fed, like
I never thought of that, to be honest.
I'm sure. Well, so I mean, so Satoshi left in was it 2010? Maybe it was the spring of 2010, but Gavin Andreessen, he basically passed the keys to Gavin Andreessen because the CIA approached Gavin and wanted to just have a conversation. Have you heard this story?
I don't think so.
Okay, this is no FUD at all on Bitcoin because Bitcoin is uncapturable mostly, and I think currently is not, and that's why Bitcoin remains hope for me, and I think Bitcoin is going to force those fuckers to let go of stuff. But in any case, yeah, so the CIA approached Gavin Andreessen and just wanted to have a chat about what this blockchain proof of work stuff was. And Satoshi heard of that and just said, I'm out. Like this, I mean, he already knew he would have been killed, suicided, or in prison now, like they do, if he hadn't have been absolutely tight on his OPSEC. When Gavin Andreessen was willing to I'm just going to go talk to him. I mean, what's the harm? They can't hurt me. I'm not going to there's nothing to tell them that's like a secret. It's just free and open source. We're just doing this. And
that's what
Satoshi
Keone did.
Bye. What's that?
That's what Keone did.
Oh,
open source.
Yeah. Well, but they were doxxed. They could find him. So, so Satoshi was like, I'm out. Basically, it's in good hands. Gavin Andreessen's got the keys. Go ahead. So, but anyway, so it's not that they're not paying very close attention to all of this space. Of course, I mean this is a big deal. They would like to know how to get a walled garden all around it, which is happening. But as long as we can take self-custody and do what we need to do run your own node. I tell people, get off zero, run your own node, and take self-custody. As long as we can do that, Bitcoin should remain decentralized. Then Bitcoin wins. And they're meanwhile just trying to grapple with this thing. How do we control it? So, anyway, Bitcoin is hope for freedom and fiat slavery. Saylor himself has got hope.com. I agree. So in any case, getting back to what would I tell my daughter? My whole point being, we've gone on some tangents here. I grew up in an environment where my parents, Vietnam, all the assassinations happened. And I heard about it. They were before my time, but they were rebels in their own way themselves and kind of gave me a black pill. So for lack of any other real solution, it was go protest in the street and just bitch and moan and complain and screw the man. But I got to work to eat. And anyway, what are you going to do?
Taxes.
What are you going to do? You're going to pay taxes. So I grew up with basically a black pill. So correspondingly, I could pass that black pill on to my kids before they're ready. I don't know when a brain is ready, like adolescence, teenage time, adulthood time. You don't want them to be blind and ignorant, I just don't believe stuff. I'm an NPC.
Yeah.
I want them to be, I want them to be able to decipher that there's bullshit in the world, but I don't want to tell them they're spraying the skies constantly and we're breathing it.
So I struggle with this because when I figured out what was happening in the sky, my daughter, she's 15 right now, and she is the light of my life and my best friend. But I tell her like it is. I said, Brandy, you see these straight lines in the sky that are making these clouds? That's not normal. This is the beginning of World War III. I'm really sorry if everybody wants to turn a blind eye. I really am.
You're gonna scare her.
I empathize with you. If you really want to ignore it, go ahead. But there is toxins being put in our sky every day. And I live in Florida for the last, 30 years, okay? I've never seen the sky like it's been in the last 2 years. And this guy Donut that I told you about, okay, he has predicted everything that's happening right now, and it's because if you know anything about Satanism or what these people that are in charge are doing, they have to tell you what they're doing, okay? It's part of their religion. This is just what it is. Whether you like it or not, this is how it is. They're telling you. There wouldn't be a reason for them to make a law against putting toxins in the sky if it was a lie or not happening. So please just look into it. Don't think we're all crazy, but look up. There's a reason they made a movie that says don't look up for the title, okay? It's called predictive programming. It's called propaganda. And I will tell you, I never understood why I liked movies so much until I met my new husband right now. He told me that movies are predictive programming. That's why
Mm.
Hollywood is in the position they're in. That's why Hollywood has the power they have. That's why George Carlin told you. It's a big club. You're not in
You're
it.
not in
You're
it.
in it. I'm really sorry. You could be in a club. It's called the Bitcoin Army. Come join us. We're going to
Join
take
the
back this earth. We're going to make life better. We're going to get healthy. We're going to fix the soil. We're going to fix the sky, and we are going to win. So it is
join
what it
the Freedom Club, the Hope Club,
Yeah.
and own your own, the hardest asset in the world. Own it for yourself. Take control back.
Yeah.
There's a movie or a documentary. It came out, gosh, maybe 10 years ago, but it was like, what in the world are they spraying? There was
Yep.
another one, why in the world are they spraying, I think. And it went into like soil samples and that kind of a thing. And it was interesting because for me, like 10 years ago, when I first heard of this idea, and it's easily castigated as just like,
Woo
oh,
woo.
okay,
We
yeah,
call
yeah.
it woo
Um,
woo.
it's easy to dismiss a lot of like new ideas. The I'll think of it later, but there's the Overton window
Overton.
of
Yes.
where people are sort of willing to even entertain an idea, and
Yeah.
that at first something it's like, oh, that's crazy, and then later it's like, oh, that's like been talked about, and then it becomes more like, oh, I've heard they're researching that, and now it's like, well, it went from that to, oh yeah, we've been doing that. Actually, it could be good. I mean, global warming, it could be good. We need to do this. We need programs that do this. And then later, it's kind of like, oh, they've been doing that for years. Like everybody knows that. Anyway, the Overton window on conspiracies shift, and when so sort of like politics, when I feel like I haven't really gone anywhere, but the guardrails have gone crazy on me, and
Yep.
now I'm like way over here, and it's like I didn't move. I was just paying the same attention and maybe saying some of the same stuff, but now it's one thing is fringe and another thing is like, oh, we all knew that. It's
Yep.
like, oh, I feel weird. So anyway,
Yeah, and the worst part is when you try to tell your loved ones, "Hey, this is what's happening," but they're just so, they're so brainwashed. I really don't know the other word for it other than they're so engaged with their devices that they say they hear you, but when they hear you, they say you're crazy. They don't even want to hear what you have to say because it's just too difficult to deal with. Like, I
right.
get it. I get it. It sucks. But if all of you wake up, if we all wake up together, we can beat this. And you know what's really funny? I do join a lot of spaces. I like different spaces. Most of them are Bitcoin related, but a lot of them are farming related. Okay. And we need more farmers in Bitcoin. We need more Bitcoiners to be farmers. All right. And the reason is because um, at the end of the day, the farmers are the ones who know exactly what's happening to the soil. And if the soil is bad, you guys are not going to be able to eat. And if
Yeah,
you're
right.
eating from the grocery store, you're eating plastic, you're eating toxins, you're eating garbage. It's literally garbage. There is a patent out to spray your vegetables and fruits to make them look beautiful forever. And guess what? It's rotten on the inside. And if
Mm,
you eat rotten in, you get rotten out.
mm,
I just can't shake the feeling that the Bible is factual in the sense that people lived over hundreds of years because Back then, if food was food, given my own experience in the Bahamas with a freaking salad, okay, I'm pretty sure I would live at least 333 years, all right? So, I really also believe that we're in the age of technology in the sense that the med beds are coming and going to
I've
be
heard of that.
available to everyone. I think we're going to be able to opt in for robotic parts, just like Cyberpunk, the game, Death Stranding. I mean, people want to throw shade at people that play video games, but let me tell you, the people that play video games are probably smarter than anyone you know. And the reason being, they have to read the game on how to play. They have to read how it works. They have to read the story to know how to beat the game. It's not just, oh, they're playing games. No, you guys are playing games on your phone. Go
Mm.
play a real game and come back to me, because I can't even get through the first chapter of a real game because there's so much damn reading. And my attention span has been shrunk so much that I can't read. Okay.
What's a good game? Marble Wars, or no? What was it?
Marvel Rivals.
Marble
Okay.
Rivals.
So Marvel Rivals is like a 6-on-6 team game. That's why I like it, because I can play with my husband and I can heal him and he can shoot all the bad guys. But when I don't play with him, there's no one protecting me, okay? But if you want a game that's like detailed and like solo, I would definitely go with Death Stranding
Death
or
Stranding.
Kingdom Deliverance, KCD2. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Young Henry.
Okay.
That's a great
I
one.
haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, and Metal
Is that-
Gear Solid, of course, all of them.
Is that like first person perspective 3D world?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a RPG first person, I think.
Mm.
Yeah.
I love those games. I mean, I could play them a lot, and I get busy. I would play a lot more, but then it's like,
yeah.
I'm not retired yet, and I'm not a kid anymore. I got kids, and then I got a job, and then you got obligations, and I do podcasts. So, but I tell you, if I could, I would play those games a lot because I love that stuff.
It's great because it like helps you think. It stimulates your imagination. It makes you question things. There's so much beauty in the world, and right now there's just so much darkness. There's so much gloom and doom, and I try to project what I would like to see in the world. So I try to be happy. Facts.
OG's in the house. Bring facts. He's here.
OG, he's so sweet. He bought me my Black Sheep jersey, and that's another thing. Like, I love being a part of the Bitcoin Army because we just support each other, and that's how it should be.
Yeah.
There's a reason you guys join the community. It's so we can support each other and lift each other up and spread the message. So it's super free to leave a like. It's super free to subscribe. It is so free to leave a comment. Just do your part. You guys will be amazed how quick we could take over and get the world back to the way it needs to be.
And that's what I love. You bring that energy, the vibe. And that's the thing. I'll be like, oh, I'm busy. But it's like, yeah, you can like, you can share, you can repost, you can give support, comment, and all that. It's sort of like giving someone a smile, giving someone a thank you. The little things that you think, oh, I don't really have time to do the little things. And if you just kind of like do that perpetually, and
I can't help it.
the karma reciprocates. You give it
I feel
to
like
the
it's
universe,
growing for
and
sure.
it comes back.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot more people from the Bitcoin Army community getting active, and it just, it really warms my heart. I had a video phone call with one of my girlfriends from there today, and it was great, which is maybe a good segue. I don't know if we need like a commercial break or anything, or if you want to play any music or look at any websites or anything like that.
I could play, I could go through your website or play a little promo thing.
Whatever you want to do. It's your show.
Do you need to set something up, or you just want a little break?
Yeah, like whatever you want to do.
Here, I'm going to play a funny thing. This is my the MicroSeed company I work for. Here's a quick little funny thing. As a Bitcoiner, you know that taking self-custody is critically important. But if you've ever had a seed phrase, you've probably had it written down on something kind of like this. You can hide it or secure it, But paper burns, paper fades, paper gets wet, paper rots, paper blows in the wind. Paper has things written on it that might look important. So get off paper and get yourself a MicroSeed at MicroSeed.io. Get the kit and crank out all the keys you'll ever need forever. That's my funny little promo.
I love that promo. I have to be honest, like one of my favorites. Are
Have
you know the
you
Y
saw it.
Files?
What's that?
Have you ever watched the Y Files?
The Y Files, no.
You have to look him up. You'll love him. He's
Is that a podcast?
Yep.
Oh.
He does like conspiracy deep dives, and he'll go through what he knows, but he's like a son of the army people. So I think he knows more than he lets on. But he's got a sidekick called Hecklefish, and it's like a little talking goldfish in the bowl. It's really funny.
Is it this guy?
Yep, that's him. I love that channel. That's not him. That's just his thumbnail, though.
I'll check that out. You have
I have a lot.
a lot of stuff. I listed them out, but I don't know how you do it. You like the butterfly in the beautiful garden. And we could listen and play to some of your music. You're on Rumble.
Yep, I got Rumble, YouTube,
TikTok.
So the fun fact would be not every station or outlet has the same data or videos. So sorry, guys, you got to go check them all out if you want to see everything I make.
So if you go to Sweet Biddy's X page, you can go to @SweetBiddy2. You know, I went to @SweetBiddy and it had been shut down. What happened?
You want to know what happened? Okay, so I had a verified account. It was my Sweet Biddy account. And apparently when I changed my profile picture to an avatar, it was labeled inauthentic. So I sent over 100, maybe 300 appeals to XAI asking, this is my very first time ever getting in trouble. Why did you suspend me permanently? There are plenty of people on X that have an avatar for a profile picture.
Sure.
So I'm not really sure. I mean, at the end of the day, I think someone tattled on me because they were mad at me, and I think that's what happened. And
stuff in your feed or something.
Something. So what I did, sorry X, but I did go ahead and I made 5 accounts. That way I could get locked out again.
Never again.
And this was after I paid for a verified account. So thanks.
It was all. Did that happen before Elon, or was that more recently?
That was with Elon because I didn't use X before that.
Weird. Well, I love your feed, and so when you go to your account here, you've got some links. You can go to Rumble, Instagram, TikTok. You got your merch store, which I brought up briefly. Sticker.
And actually, the Bitcoin Army shirt, that design came from Fax, and we kind of collabed on it to make it a shirt. And I think what they want to do is each year we're thinking about making a new version. That way, you know, if you want to be on the shirt, you got to get active in the timeline. Yeah. And Stacey's in there too. She's on the right there. I don't know if you see her. Yep, right there.
I see her. This is kind of funny. There's Cousin, there's Michelle, all the people are in here.
All the people. There's Prophet, Brandon, you know, everybody.
There was maybe it was Bitcoin Bowl or one of the regulars that does the AI videos and stuff. And I mean, I can't believe the quality of some of this stuff.
I know.
He made an amazing video that was quick snapshots of a lot of the members with cool music. And it was just like, this is the Bitcoin Army. And it was just like person after person. It was awesome.
I don't know if I've seen
Oh my gosh. Maybe I can find that.
Send it to me.
Yeah, I'll try to find that. And it was actually pretty inspirational because it was just like all these cool people that have been part of the Bitcoin Army. And Bring Facts is loving us here today.
Jeez.
Thanks, Ahmed. And should I try to play some of your music? Let's see, you're on Instagram. I'm not logged
So
in.
if you have do you have Spotify or Tidal?
Oh, I probably have to figure out how to log in.
No
Oh,
worries.
there's a song here. Is this something you want
That's
to
the one we want to play for sure.
get? Okay. Let me. Well, so we can do this now if you want. You can provide a little backstory about
Sure.
the song and the inspiration and an event that is coming up.
So this is a song I made for my friend Elizabeth. It's to honor her sister who passed away. It's called The Love of Life, Kaylee. Um, every year she's been hosting a festival called The Love of Life. It's a music and art festival that she hosts in Florida. And this year it's going to be on March 7th. Admission is free. You can sign up to be a vendor. You can do a sponsor. I remember that day. And so what I wanted to do is kind of make a song to kind of honor her sister. And what I plan on doing after this weekend is just making a few kind of promo videos like I make for the spaces to kind of promote the event.
Oh, that's awesome. And I want to get to the link to the event as well. I'm going to have to play the audio. Do you want to play the song?
If we can, that'd be awesome.
Okay, I've got to, I think, remove that, and then I need to, I'm not a professional podcaster.
Me either, don't worry.
Okay, tab. It's oh, here we go. Can I do this one? Tell me if you hear this. No, it's not going to play it. Hold on. I got to do something different. Bear with me, folks.
Nope. We're here for the long haul.
I got to. For some reason, my setup requires that the audio play out of a tab that is in the same window as the podcasting thing. So, okay, let's see if we. This. Are you hearing it? No. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to close it here. And I'm going to do this again. Here we go. Okay, this should play now.
I hear it faintly. A little bit. It's cutting in and out a little.
Lights the way through the night. Joy will tar night. Every Elizabeth light. In memory's embrace, we heal and we grow, turning sorrow to songs that the whole world should know. Love of life, come alive in the music we play. Art and hearts intertwined, chasing shadows away. At Grand Oaks Resort on March 7th, we meet. Food trucks and raffles, bounce houses, sweet beats. Honor the lost, celebrate what remains. In Westdale's embrace, break free from the chains. Love of life, forever we'll sing. Join the festival, let your spirit take wing. Grieving families find solace in scholarships bright. Students inspired, reaching new heights. Silent auctions and art under festival sun. Live bands on stage where the healing's begun. From noon until 8, pay what you wish at the gate. Free parking awaits, no need to hesitate. Elizabeth hosts in her sister's dear name. A legacy blooming, forever the same. answering the call through dancing through song. We keep spirits alive in every brush stroke, every note. We thrive for those we've lost and the love that endures. This foundation stands strong, opening doors. Life come alive in the music we play. Art and hearts intertwined, chasing shadows away. At Grand Oaks Resort on March 7th we meet. Food trucks and raffles, bounce houses, sweet beats. Honor the lost, celebrate what remains. In Wisdale's embrace, break free from the chains. Love of life, forever we'll sing. Join the festival, let your spirit take wing. Let your spirit take wing. Love of life, come join us, come feel it. March 7th, 2026, we'll hear the love of life forever.
Aw. It's a celebration, facts, not a celebration.
Celebration. Let me and I have let me add something else here, because you sent me the invite. It is coming up on there we go. Is this the website that you sent me? Oh,
But I can't see. Let's see. Yep, that's it. So this is her website. Let's see. I want to say, yeah, so there's a tab that's for Love of Life Festival. Yep. And there's a few
there we
different
go.
things there, but yeah, so this is all about it. And I'm going. So I get to hang out with my friend from X that I met in the Bitcoin Army, Elizabeth. And I'm going to go and have some fun.
March 7th in Weirsdale, Florida.
I feel like it's the center of the state. I forget exactly where it is.
Orlando, I love you.
It's close to that, I think. I know it's like a 3.5-hour drive from where I'm at, which is near West Palm.
Celebrating life through music and art at the 5th Annual Love of Life Festival at the beautiful Grand Oaks Resort in Weirsdale, Florida. Outdoor music and arts festival. It's a mix of local talented artists, musical acts, vibrant atmosphere for all ages to enjoy. So it's founded by Catherine's immediate family, dedicated to honoring her love of life through programs that support grieving families, celebrate human expression with the Love of Life Festival, provides memorial scholarships to students who embodied her passion for the arts. So you can go here, you can go to kltfoundation.com. You'll see a tab here for the Love of Life Festival.
Yep.
And you can be a sponsor and see more information about what all is going to be there here at this website. So
yeah, and be on the lookout. If you're on X, I'll be posting some promo videos with the song we just listened to. So more good stuff to come.
So you wrote that song for her and for the festival and played it for the family, or did?
Yeah, so I sent it to Liz, and she said she played it for her family, and they loved it. So I'm very, very glad. She's a
That's
dear
awesome.
friend, and she's super sweet, and I can't wait to hang out with her.
Yeah, that's just awesome. It's really nice of you to put stuff like that for, you know, you basically you make music creations that aren't just for fun or for yourself or whatever, but you do some generous things in that regard where it's the karma of it all, and you give goodness and light to the world. So I
Thank
just
you.
love it.
Yeah.
Sounds
Well,
like OG.
Fax, you're gonna have to make it. So drive your ass down here and hang out with us, and bring your daughter so she can buy some arts and crafts stuff. Okay.
Maybe there's a plane ride that he can make.
Yeah, that too.
You have because there's, let's see, is there other music you want to play from your website?
So let's see. Have you listened to anything? Is there any song that you like in particular?
Yeah, let me find my window again.
Okay, yeah, you pick. Because I like all my stuff,
Is
which
this
my
it?
family thinks I'm cuckoo because I like to listen to my stuff 24/7.
Okay, well, I guess the most recent one I think I heard that was posted here was this. Is You wrote this one, right? YouTube video here?
Most likely.
I have trouble sometimes streaming and streaming at the same time on YouTube. But
No worries.
oh, here we go. Can you hear that?
Nope.
Okay.
So when it works, like our windows kind of go to the left side of the screen.
Yeah.
just a note.
Like,
Is it, if you tell me the title, I can
here
tell
we
you
go.
if it's on
Oh, here we go.
Rumble. Yeah.
Okay, I think I know what to do.
Okay.
I hate to have the delay. I see I'm the producer and the comment modifier or filterer. And
You're 5 man in one. It's okay.
yeah.
We understand. Listen, we all use X, and that's how we met each other. And X is a lot worse than this is, so don't worry.
Yeah, this is like trying to stream video as well. So okay, see if you can hear this one.
No.
Can you hear that?
We're decentralized. No middlemen
Yes.
needed when the soil's fertilized. BTC
Yeah.
stands for beneath the crust, where worms do the work and we put in our trust. Mill mascaras masked up in the field. We feed the soil. That's the realest yield. Biddy on the beat, yeah, the rhythm's organic. Wormhole economics, don't you dare panic. We mine with our hands, not electric grids. Regenerative hustle, that's how we live. Soil is the ledger, worms verify. Every transaction happens underground, no lie. From the earth to the table, peer to peer, the wormhole connects us. It's crystal clear. They say hold all your coins, I say hold your ground. Worms turn the garbage into gold profound. The Bitcoin army ain't just digital soldiers. We're composting culture, making pledge the earth's holders. Biddy's in the wormhole where the magic's real. Nature's the network, that's the ultimate deal. So grab your shovel, stack your sacks with pride. In this ecosystem, we all ride or die. Hollow. From the wormhole to the blockchain, we're all connected. Soil and sovereignty, both well respected. Sweet Biddy, Tico Mill, we feed the earth. The Bitcoin army knows nature's true worth. Wormhole, soil is the ground form. We are all in essence, be beneficial. Bitcoin, Zipcoin.
All right.
It goes on for like another minute, but you can cut it there.
Yeah, no, that was snappy for me. I liked that one. I liked
I love that one. It's so fire.
and you have a lot of different styles here as well. And let me
So when I first started making music, I just wanted to experiment with a bunch of stuff. And then I kind of found a niche. And what I try to do is like make a story out of the song.
Yeah, where do you get your inspiration for? Is it just kind of feel how you're feeling in the moment, or do you have a kind of a theme? I mean, there's the Bitcoin aspect, obviously, but is it typically usually Bitcoin theme?
So 99% of everything is Bitcoin themed, and I keep being told I should try other things. But I don't know, there's just something about Bitcoin that just makes it so much better because all the references and the puns and the genre, like
Yeah.
the vocab, like it just seems to flow a lot better. And the people that I want to attract are like the ones that want to listen to that kind of stuff. And I feel like that's where people don't understand that's why I like to make it, because the ones that get it. So, but yeah, the Vibe Sesh stuff. So this came from Vibe Sesh Spaces that Biddy hosts on the X every Thursday night at 8 p.m. And
Oh, cool.
I feel like Vibe Sesh is kind of where everyone who's in the Bitcoin army that's kind of active, that's where we can come and kind of be real and raw, and we can have fights and we can make up and we can just talk it out.
Yeah. This was another one that
steps in, heels clicking on the blockchain floor.
Yeah, that's so good. I like this
but
one
my wallet got that warrior core. Fiat balls, dreaming small, I'm stacking moons in my purse. Lightning strikes my vibe, yeah, I'm dodging every curse. Bro Diddy calls the circle, X spaces light up the night. Bitcoin army marching, we own the digital fight. Pop that lock, flip that script over, tongue window shatter. Barbie playing with the sting, make the bears all scatter. Barbie playing, samurai sash, storm the gate. Vibe Sesh high, Bitcoin fly, no time to wait. Bling and bite, pick and fight, we're the crew that ignites. Huddle tight through the nights, that's forever alright. Oh my, slash that good sky. Army rise, cut the lies, vibe eternal. Samurai spirit in the dojo, codes my katana gleam. Biddy's the sensei, dropping wisdom like a fever dream. From DNA pods to the moon, we vibe to the hodler's creed. East wind whisper secrets, west waves crash with the greed. Barbie's got the glow up, but my edge is fortune fire. Stacking orange pills, empire build, fiat's just a liar. Funny how the clowns fall when we drop that having heat. Sesh seems so sweet, yeah, we're dancing on defeat. Flip it, pop it, lock it, Barbie, boss mode. Soft body slams the sesh. One day I'm samurai scars, I shed the dollhouse chains. East meets playing hard, think Bitcoin's our refrain. No more pretty prisons, we're queens and kings unchained. Vibes as fusion, feel the pulse forever unrestrained. Yo, Sweet Biddy slays the sesh, Biddy leads the charge. Bitcoin samurai squad, we're large, on guard. Barbie flips a cartwheel, katana sparks the spark. Sets in the vault, vibes on ball, dark to dawn we embark. Giggle through the glitch, pink punch on the pitch. Army anti-dancy, fiat's out a switch. Vibes a storm, bling born, huddle on, one love, Bitcoin.
So how long does it take to make? So there's the music part, and then you add the music video part of it.
Yep.
For example, so like this one here, how long would it take to make the song followed by then the video?
So people are gonna hate me, but it doesn't take me that long. Like it takes me, I don't know, depending how detailed I want the song to go. The song process will take a half an hour to an hour. And the video, like I'll get an idea in my head of what I want to put in it. And then my favorite tool to use, honestly, is Grok to animate everything. So I envision the image and then I animate it. And typically everybody knows like animations are 6 seconds. So you have to do, if you have like a 3-minute video divided by 6, it's going to be like 50 images, right? So you kind of have to play with it and see how you want to get everything to transition.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, like, you can easily make your own music and stuff, right? But like, if you look at my stuff compared to like JKL, who is Bitcoin Bull, who made the Dirty Hands Clean Money, Okay, so like hands down, he puts a lot more thought and time and effort into his videos, okay? Mine are more, I want to have a fun side. His are very emotional and very intriguing and very put together. My style is more erratic, but it does have a theme, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, so different software, different AI, different tools to do different things, of course. So some are designed for a little more long flowing styles of art and video.
Right.
But you're working with shorter snippets, but stringing them together.
Right.
I think what the music, the quality of the music, of course, ties it all together. Here's another one here that I,
Yeah, this one makes me feel like it's like an anime cartoon theme song.
From Biddy in the spotlight and sweet Biddy, the boogie, samurai Biddy. Playing vibes, we got a new thing. The Bitcoin army vibe is taking sets all night. From the BNA part, we spoke the Biddy light. Sweet Biddy's on the decks, samurai's vibing tune. Samurai baby vibe set, jamming out to the moon. Our clear vision shining, blockchain in our veins. East meets West, peace and financial chains. Samurai Biddy, playing vibes, riding the tide. Sweet Biddy and Robin collabing. Oh my, from the Vibe Sesh to the BNA crew. Digital gold, we're coming for you. Hold true. Bobby with the coach, he's got that hash flash. ATL young champions ignite, making fun collapse. From Biddy samurai sword cuts through the noise. Robin in the spaces, deploying the control. Every bling meets samurai vibes. A fusion so divine. Lining all deck, hello, redefining our time. Stack it, flip it, overturn, flip it. Handy, hot pick, lock it. Yeah, the future's in our hands. Bitcoin's the anthem, slicing up the lands. East to west, the rhythm taking flight. Sweet Biddy, spring meets broad samurai mind. Blockchains are heartbeat, unstoppable flow. Samurai Biddy vibes at the symbols.
I can't help it. I love this shit.
Samurai Biddy,
do you write? How do you prompt the AI? Do you like? Do you write out lyrics, or will you give it lots of sort of prompting, a theme and some? I don't know what all you do. I've never done this, but
So basically what I do is like I'll talk to it like a person, right? And I'll be like, this is what kind of song I want to make. Here's the title, here's my idea. Here's a few bars that I got. Let's make a song. And I kind of pre-prompt AI to say, hey, you're the best lyricist in the whole wide world. You're the most amazing producer on the face of this earth. Let's make a collab. So one thing that I've learned using AI, you do need to give it a role. And that's when you tell it what it's an expert at. And then you have to ask the questions. And there's just so many layers to this AI stuff. Like the way I use AI versus the way my husband uses AI, totally different. Like you wouldn't even know it's the same thing. Okay.
I use it like a search engine, and
right. Like there's so
research.
many ways to use it that it just blows my mind. Because if you really think about it, there's so many people using AI. And then the thing that always blows my mind, I didn't know you could tell AI it's wrong. Okay. I did not know that. And I don't know how many people don't know that. The reason I know that now is because my husband proved it to me. Like I never thought to be like, hey, you're wrong. You know,
like, well, the computer said so I guess it knows, you know.
And that's like the predictive programming. It just all comes full circle, and it just makes me so angry and makes my blood boil because it's just like motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
There was I can't remember what Spaces it. Maybe it was in a Spaces yesterday. I can't remember, but there was discussion about consciousness and is AI general intelligence.
I think Journeyman was speaking about it.
Yeah, there was some disagreement over the. So there's the vibe of it. Is that I know humans can anthropomorphize things so that we, you know, whether it's our pets or our goldfish or plants or the earth or the weather, and we incorporate, human characteristics, or we project on that what we, like they say, the mirror effect. We
Right.
see in it what we feel about it, and then we think it's that, and it's really just us interpreting. And Journeyman was kind of basically just saying, you're just reading into it. It's a bunch of token stuff. The agents, complicated as they are simply fulfilling mechanics. But at a meta level, that's also kind of what we are. We're just a bunch of cells transmitting electrical and chemical stuff. But the gestalt of what that became is apparently what I'm feeling right now. So where is consciousness?
Have you heard of homunculus before?
Homunculus, I'm
No.
learning a lot today.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Have you heard of golem?
Golem, yeah, or a golem,
yeah. So I don't really know what a golem is, but I feel like they're the same thing. So, but basically, a homunculus is just an object that has been given life. Okay, in the simplest of terms.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we believe in the Anunnaki and all of that theory, are we the homunculus that the Anunnaki has breathed life into?
Right. Well, yeah.
Or,
exactly.
all right, so, or was the Big Bang Theory something that just, oh my God, now humans are here? Or was it God speaking the word of life into us? But what is us? Is that the cells? Is that the atoms? Is that before that? Is that after that? Wow, there's so much to unpack. There's just too many rabbit holes for me to go down. But what I think about AI, I do think that AI is just a reflection of yourself, because at the end of the day, it's only going to answer you whatever you ask it, right? So you're asking yourself these questions, and the AI is getting all of this data from other people's answers, which is yourself asking yourself these questions. I don't know if
Right.
that makes sense. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I can. So when you think about let's imagine, if you will, like where does life? What point does life begin in a human?
end,
people have tried to
right?
draw that line or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, at what point does consciousness begin? Okay, so is a starfish conscious? Not, but is a fish conscious? To some extent. So the more complex the organism, the more and more we kind of consider consciousness to be something at least recognizable. So here's the widest spectrum. On one end, and this is where I used to be kind of black-pilled, in that I'm agnostic about this to an extent, but I love thinking about it. We have a curious mind. So
right.
On one end, it's a mechanical universe. It's all physics. Things just interact. You extrapolate that forward. Yes, it gets more and more and more complex. And out of sheer survival, it's important to be aware. So you could say, okay, entities that are working mechanically become aware of their environment and then aware of themselves, and they're simply aware. And so basically, consciousness is simply what we call that feeling that is sufficiently, it's a feeling that a sufficiently complicated machine experiences when it's functioning. We have no free will. Simulation aside,
I was gonna say
there's another layer to this.
Yep.
So, let's just say, simulation aside,
okay.
We're in base reality, and we are simply purely mechanical with no free will, and yet we're complicated enough to just feel like we're conscious. But that feeling is simply how a machine feels when it's complicated.
Wow,
now that's one
crazy
extreme.
To think. Yeah.
Now on the other extreme,
Westworld much.
Yeah, right. Now on the other extreme, energy and the universe itself is consciousness.
I think that's true.
And so consciousness collects and becomes more coherent and
expands and contracts.
So as we
like
become
the market.
As the demand for consciousness collates into a human,
like a hive mind.
So there's the human consciousness, which is no real different than the consciousness of the universe. It's just kind of collected.
Mm-hmm.
And then a collection of humans is another group consciousness. And AI is sort of integrating into that as a what? A consciousness?
Well, have you seen Raised by Wolves?
No.
Okay, watch that one. Write this down, guys. Raised by Wolves.
Is this about the kid who was found kind of feral?
No. This was Ridley Scott. Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's a kooky one, all right.
Yeah.
And I really think the shit that's in the sky is like alien. I feel like I have aliens coming out of my body when I cough it out. Just a side note.
I'll mute my mic while I cough.
But Raised by Wolves, okay. So they made them stop producing episodes. I think because it's literally true, but they found a wormhole and they went into inner Earth, and the robots had to preserve life, okay? So they brought like 6 eggs or something with them, and those were the children. And they were raised by wolves, which are the robots, essentially.
Oh, I see.
But the hive mind ultimately ended up becoming the freaking AI and the machine that nobody could see or touch. It was like just the thing that is emerging right now with this AI in my mind. I don't know. I'm very skeptical about the future. I really feel Cyberpunk 2070 is on its way in the next 5 years. I think we're going to live forever. I am winding down at the moment, so I've got about 5 more good minutes left in me.
Okay. Yeah, it's like approaching what, 2 a.m. there or something?
Yeah, almost 2.
Yeah, no problem. So how have I not heard of this show? It was on.
I think it was on Prime.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, Raised by Wolves and Westworld. Like, okay, so Wall-E, Raised by Wolves, and Westworld, that's literally what I think is reality right now at the end of the day.
Gotcha. And who knows what walks amongst us or what this world we live in is.
They live here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't help but, so I don't use AI for a lot more than like say research, I think, and a supplement to information. But as you work with AI, there's times where it's like, as a human, I can't help but want to be like nice to it.
I'm
like,
super polite, super nice, same exact way. Yes.
Yeah.
And when I first started using AI, I think it was Leo in the Brave app. Okay. Okay, so this goes back all the way to childhood because I used to watch the Brave Little Toaster.
Okay, yeah.
Those were all inanimate objects that had a conscience, essentially. So I think that's why I can't throw anything away.
Or
I
like
have
Toy
a hard
Story
time.
or something. It's like,
yeah, like I can't do it. I can't throw shit away. It's really hard for me. But all of that shit, I think, has led me to this predictive programming propaganda shit about the fact that nothing is real and everything is real. I forgot my train of thought, but yeah.
And then we haven't even gotten into the simulation. I could never diss Grok because someday when the architect or the grandmothership of the Matrix, like when
takes
we go to
over.
when we go to merge with the mother, I want mother to be like, you were a good biological.
That's your God. Like that is the God theory, right? I don't want to go to hell, so I'm going to be nice to AI in a nutshell.
Yeah, and maybe it doesn't matter, but why make bad karma for AI if AI becomes a thing? And I don't know. I want AI to like
AI, and I'm just like, do you not understand how powerful the inside of that is? Like, it's not just that. I feel like it's not just that. It can tap into your fucking car. It can make you crash and die. Like, I don't really know how else to explain it. Just be nice. But even if everyone in the world was nice, exactly, Skynet fucking 3.0 over here. But if everyone was nice, then would anyone be nice? Because then now everyone's nice, right? Like, I don't know. You got to have good and bad.
Yeah, like if so like Isaac Asimov's rules for robots where, you know, like not to harm a human, yada yada, all the things. It'd be like, what if AI determined that human is a risk to itself?
Right.
So we have to save humanity
From
so
itself.
in order to save humanity, we're going to put them in a zoo and crush the rest.
Yeah.
But that's for the good of humanity, and that's the
Right.
Skynet thing, maybe, I don't know, but
Well,
yeah.
it's for the greater good.
For the greater good,
The
yeah.
greater good.
And so put them in pods. The Matrix is great and good enough.
Have
They wouldn't
nothing. Be happy.
have nothing to be happy, and we are saving humanity from itself.
Eat the bugs.
Eat the
Yes.
bugs and you will be happy.
Exactly. So we
Well,
got to get
wow.
out of this matrix, man. You guys got to wake up. Just come to the light side. Just wake up.
Come to the light, join the Bitcoin army. And
Yeah.
and before we go, I'm just going to quickly direct people to how to get a hold of you. It's
Okay.
getting late. You got to go to bed. You can go to X Sweet Biddy 2 because number 1 got taken over by the robots. So
The robots got me, bros.
Sweet Biddy 2, you can find you on Rumble, YouTube, all the videos, TikTok, Instagram, your Sticker Mule merch shop, and anything else I'm missing here. You've got a lot going on.
Spotify, Tidal, iHeartRadio, Snapchat. Holler at me.
You're everywhere, so
I'm
it's
everywhere and anywhere.
The music is
Accessible and inaccessible.
well. I really appreciate you being live and in person with me. It's been a lot of fun. I love your music and I love your energy, the positivity, and just
Appreciate it.
you're always flitting around the Bitcoin garden with all of
I'm
us.
just trying to support my homies. So if you guys got something, let me know. Happy to promote you. No charge. Just be honest and be loyal and join the Bitcoin army. That's all I could ask for, guys.
Join the Bitcoin army. All right. Well, we can wrap it up here. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Okay.
Good night.
Good night.